Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club.
Where the Crawdads Sing, presented by the Bushwick Book Club Seattle. Yay! My name's Wes Weddell. I'm the Associate Director of Bushwick Northwest, a 501c3 nonprofit. I am a 6-ish foot tall, skinny white guy with pandemic facial hair wearing the most crawdad-colored shirt I could find in my closet today. And we're here, we're delighted to be here at Rabbit Box. This is the very spot where the first ever Bushwick Book Club Seattle show happened on October 10th, 2010, 10-10-10. Right? Original music inspired by Slaughterhouse-5. But through all of that, the Bushwick Book Club Seattle acknowledges that our organization is headquartered and our events take place on the traditional and unceded lands of the Coast Salish people, including the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish. We invite our audiences to learn more about whose land they experience and suggest native-land.ca as a good starting place. Who read the book? Oh, that's a good note. Yeah, all right. Who saw the movie? That's a lot fewer hands. Who raised their hand for reading the book, not knowing that I was also going to ask about the movie, and then thought, okay, all right, very good. Okay, who has ever turned over a rock and found a crawdad? Okay, all right, nice. Who has ever taken that crawdad that they found and tried to keep it alive at home, and then when it died, put it in rubbing alcohol because their mother was a biologist and taken it to second grade show and tell? Oh, good. There's one more. I love it. Thank you. Yes, that was a unique experience, and my peers were not impressed. Who's ever solved a murder? Okay. All right. The night is young. Don't worry. Well, I'm so excited. All of those things, well, except the second grade thing, happen in this book, and we are going to hear a whole lot about it. We are live streaming as well. So let's make some noise in the room, put some hearts and thumbs in the chat if you're at home. We're so glad to have you. This is a nice place to be. Tonight, you will hear brand new, never before performed songs from Nancy K Dillon, Mike Votava, Morgan Paris Lanza, Jade Teather, Old Man of the Woods, Townsend Solitaire, Fae Wiedenhoeft, and Chris Poage. Can we make some noise for them? Yes. If you have not experienced a Bushwick Book Club show before, what you're about to see is each of these individuals coming on stage, sharing their inspiration, whatever grabbed them from the book, and then sharing an original song with you. Some songs end up in conversation with each other. We invite you to learn more about all of the performers you hear tonight. Many of them have items at the information table. We also have a digital program where you can find links to them anytime. Ooh, look at that. Yes, it's almost like someone back there is listening. bit.ly/crawdads-pgm, or that little QR code there. We'll put that in the chat for you viewers at home. The show will happen in 2 acts with an intermission. After intermission, there will be a quiz. Audience can enter the quiz. 3 of you will come up on stage for a chance to win prizes. If you're posting about tonight, we invite you to use the hashtag Bushwick Book Club. Tag away with all the artists. How about a song? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right. Come on out. Nancy K Dillon. All right. Nancy K Dillon. Growing up in Oklahoma, 6 blocks from Route 66, Nancy K Dillon headed out west and fell in love with traveling, the open road, traversing the mountains, and the wide open spaces. Dillon is a former KBCS.FM DJ. She operates a small niche radio promotions business, Rose Rock Music Services. She has also released 3 full-length studio albums and an EP. A 4th studio album is currently underway. She has been on the Bushwick stage in the past for original music inspired by Lonesome Dove, A Homemade Life, Born Standing Up, Persepolis, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, and our partnership with Jack Straw. Kicking off original music inspired by Where the Crawdads Sing, Nancy K Dillon.
Thank you, Wes. Wes is the best MC ever, don't you guys think? I mean, hello, he's so great. I was told I could talk about my outfit. You know, I don't usually get to do that when I perform. I just do it, and then, but I'm wearing like a brown wool beret, which is my trademark for wintertime. And I was inspired by the book to. I realized I had this really old, like, handmade house dress thing, you know. It's just like people used to wear them. Ladies would wear them around the house because they didn't really have to go anywhere. So I brought that. It's got cute flowers, which you probably can't see. But, and then I have a Pendleton jacket from whenever, 60s, who knows, and my Harley boots. I thought I'm not going to go barefooted for this show. I'm sorry. But anyway, I was inspired from the get-go in this book because the writing is so beautiful. And then you just get deeper into it. I read it in about a day and a half. It was just, you know, really I got caught up in the book. And I also knew I needed to write a song. So eventually, you know, you have to write the song. And so I Googled swamp music first because I thought, you know, it's in the swamp, but I came up with a lot of Louisiana music, which would have been great because the mom, you know, was from there, but it was really needed to be more about North Carolina. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. It's called The Shell. Blackberry cicadas, summer's last rose. I walk by the water underneath lookout crows. Arches autumn to winter, and I imagine North Carolina's coast. Thousand sailing men who lost their lives to join the bands of ghosts, flying with the herons, coasting over shoals. It's a haunted place. All I can say is, cry for me, don't lie to me, 'cause I loved you the most. Pick a shell up off the sand, string it with some leather. Tell me that you'll always stay, no matter what the weather. Pick up a shell off the sand, string it with some leather. Promised you I don't ever stray, and poems last forever. Luring you was easy, quiet as a lamb. That secret boat ride, rising tide. A spiral climb to the tower's top. A breath of perfume, a push, a shove, and death comes quickly, and tides disappear it all. Now the shell holds the only key. shell in the poetry. I'm just another ghost in the deep, swimming in my own mystery. And the shell returns to the sea. Yeah, the shell returns to the sea. Blackberry cicadas, summer's last rose. I walk by the water underneath lookout crows. I walk as autumn falls towards winter, and I remember South Carolina's coast.
Keep that going for Nancy K Dillon. Yeah. You can catch Nancy October 20th at Soul Food Coffee House in Redmond, November 4th and 5th as part of a musical tribute to the late David Maloney in Seattle and Snohomish, December 8th at C&P Coffee in West Seattle. This is Mike Votava. I met Mike Votava at the very first Bushwick Book Club Seattle show on October 10th, 2010, in that very room over there. And the first thing Mike said to me is I pulled the lyrics from my song out of my guitar case, and he looked at it and he said, "Whoa, that's a lot of words." So that was my introduction to Mike. The introduction Mike wants me to read about him goes like this. Mike Votava has written billions of songs, including over 40 for the Bushwick Book Club Seattle. He plays in a rock band called Mike Votava and the Ding Dongs. They are pretty, 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 pretty good. Mike Votava.
How do you work this stand? Higher? Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Thanks, Wes, for that marvelous intro. You wrote it. We're off to a good start. Okay. Nice to be here at the Bushwick Book Club. I gotta say, you guys are a very good-looking audience. Looking really nice. I can see everyone from my perspective, and you should be feeling pretty good about yourselves. That's what I think. So, Where the Crawdads Sing. Pretty good book. I didn't think I would like it, but I ended up liking it, so that was a surprise. A good surprise. I thought it was like a fun, nice little murder mystery happening. I didn't write about that, though. I wrote about something else. My favorite character in the book was the guy, his name was Jumpin', who ran the Jumpin's Gas and Bait. And it was this like little convenience store, and it had everything. You could get matches, you could get samurai swords, you could get crackers, you could get chainsaw, you could get candy, you could get gas for your boat. Also, a good thing to know, no one in this town travels by car. They all drive their boats around wherever they go. I thought that was pretty fun. Anyhow, the reason why they call Jumpin' is because he has the best customer service around. Whenever anyone comes into his store, he jumps out of his seat and runs to help them. So that's how he got the nickname, Jumpin'. Speaking of names, Tate is a weird name. You don't see a lot of people named Tate. I mean, I don't know any Tates. Do you guys know some? Actually, that's not true. I know one Tate. But I know one Tate, but his name isn't actually Tate. His name is Justin. He has a nickname, Tater, but for some reason we've shortened that nickname to Tate. So a nickname for a nickname. The only other Tate that I know is Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks wide receiver Golden Tate. Remember that guy? He's pretty good. So do you remember the time he broke into a Top Pot Donuts and ate a bunch of maple bars? You guys don't remember that? It's known as the Great Seattle Maple Bar Caper. It was everywhere. It made the news. Seattle Times. He didn't go to prison for it. I think they just sort of slapped him on the wrist and said, "Stay away from our maple bars." I think he never touched a maple bar again, is how the legend goes. Anyhow, so my song isn't about Golden Tate. It's about jumping, and it's a song about hope. He was a very consistent presence in the town. Everyone relied on him to do his job, and he was always there, and he's just the nicest. He's just the best. So my song is called "Don't Stop, Be Jumpin'." I thought that would be a good idea. A play on words from "Don't Stop Believin'." Apparently, based on your reaction, I should have rethought that. Oh well, not my fault if you don't think I'm hilarious. Oh, that's right. It wasn't hitting this second string. We don't need roads where we're going, motoring through the marsh every night. Don't stop, be jumping. Nothing, huh? Jeez, tough crowd. Selling muscles by the buttload, guaranteed to receive a decent price. Don't stop, be jumping. Oh, fuck. There we go. I know how you got your name. I've seen you spring to life when the customers ring, searching for supplies. You're keeping them alive. There we go. The tiny gestures are not forgotten. The sugar daddy at the bottom. What a wonderful treat, a nice surprise. Don't stop, be jumping. Here comes Golden Tate. Lock up all your maple bars. Put your donuts away, or Golden Tate might break your heart. I know how you got your name. You've seen you spring to life when the customers ring. You're selling them some supplies and keeping them alive. Ever wonder What's for dinner? A life without grits is not worth living. So boil up a pot on the stove and don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Everybody, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop. One more time. Don't stop. Be jumping. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. I got it, though. Don't stop. Be jumping. Thank you, Hamburger Night.
Mike Votava. All right, keep it jumping. Mike. Check, check. Ooh, that's hot. Probably don't need as much up here. There we go. All right, Mike Votava, everyone. All right. You can catch Mike Votava and the Ding Dongs October 29th at Tim's Tavern for a special early show. We're not just about books and music here. Clipboard is on the little bass amp right there. We're about words anywhere we find them. Amy Zoe makes a special crossword puzzle for every month's book that we do. All right, if you like crossword puzzles, check out the special Where the Crawdads Sing themed crossword puzzle. Right, it's short link below, hopefully in the chat there or your QR code. I did it. It was really fun. There's some little Rebus things in there. And we have a first-timer coming up. Right? All right. This is Morgan Paris Lanza, an alt R&B jazz vocalist, songwriter, and producer. Morgan Paris Lanza's music is inspired by jazz, pop, R&B, hip-hop, and neo-soul. She creates songs that share her life stories and have been described as ethereal, dreamy, and, quote, nostalgic for the future. Morgan is one of the founding organizers, former executive director, and current treasurer on the board of directors for Bellingham Girls Rock Camp, a nonprofit music and empowerment program for girls and queer youth. That's worth some applause right there. And keep it going for the debut Bushwick Book Club Seattle song from Morgan Paris Lanza.
Thank you, Wes. So happy to be here. When I was approached about joining, I loved the concept of a book club themed songwriters event, and I'd been meaning to read this book. A friend had gifted it to me. I really connected with the experience of loss, and I think many of us can connect with that experience of abandonment. And when I wrote one song from the perspective of Tate, and it ended up being kind of a fun, almost jingle, and then I went back to the drawing board and spent some more time connecting with the experience of Kaya and wrote this song based on the scene where her mother leaves in the beginning of the book. And I used a gospel chord progression for this one, which I thought was fitting because the family tree is kept in a Bible in the book, and that's how Kaya ends up being able to... I shouldn't give too much away, there's a quiz later. This song is called Down the Lane for Ma.
Where did you go when you walked down the lane?
Oh, and I forgot we're supposed to describe ourselves for the people in the live stream. I am a white Eastern European Italian with curly strawberry blonde hair, wearing a turtleneck and a necklace. And I'm going to start my song over because I wanted to give you that description of myself. Here we go. We love a redo.
Where did you go when you walked down the lane in your gator shoes?
travel case. What did you see when you didn't look back at me? I thought you'd wave, but you just kept walking down the lane. And now all I'll ever know is how to be alone. And now all I'll ever do is wait here for you to come home. Come on home. How does it feel to belong? How do you know when the love is real? 'Cause all that I've ever known is how to be alone. And all that I've ever done is hide from everyone. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause all that I've ever known is how to be alone. And all that I've ever done is wait for someone to come home. Thank you.
Morgan Paris Lanza! Welcome to the Bushwick Book Club. We have one more act before intermission, and then there's a quiz, and then there's a whole other act. So I want to bring up another important member of the Bushwick production team, our social media manager, Emily Persia, to talk to you a little bit about things you can find at the merch table and membership, especially if you're one of those people who somehow slid in without a ticket price, just on a dinner reservation. It's a great way to make it right to all these great performers is buy some of their merch or figure out how to donate to Bushwick and learn about our education program. And
hello, everyone. I'm Emily Persia. I'm a 5'7" woman in a long blue dress with red curly hair and big green glasses. And I am the social media manager for the Bushwick Book Club. And I'm so excited to see everyone here tonight. How wonderful is this show so far? Right? It is such a special thing to get to come and read a book and hear all of the incredibly different ways that people respond to the same book creatively through music. And we're so thrilled to have you here to take part in that. If you are enjoying yourselves this evening, if you want to see more of what we're doing, please come talk to us at intermission. I'll be in the back. We do have memberships to the Bushwick Book Club where you are a part and you get to come to every show throughout our season and support us, support the artists. We have a fantastic season. If you sign up tonight, we have a discount because our season is already kicked off. We had a show last month. And so we have discounted season tickets if you'd like to be a season ticket holder. There's lots of wonderful ways to get involved and support what Bushwick is doing, and we would love to have you be a part of our community. So please come chat with me or another member of the Bushwick team during intermission. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
thank you, Emily. Emily mentioned the full season. We are underway. This is our 14th main stage season. You are in the midst of the Bushwick Bestiary. All of the titles this year are animal themed. We kicked off with Charlotte's Web last month. We have Crawdads this month. right? We got Moby Dick closing it out in June, and we've got everything in between. And our seasoned graphic designer is here in the house tonight. Can we get a big hand for Barbie Statman? I am loving everybody's response to the artwork that's come in this year. Really, really a delight, and nice for her to be there and see and hear it in person. Also, remember to sign up for the quiz if you want a chance of coming up on stage and winning some prizes. Restrooms are over there. I believe it's Tristan and Hannah taking care of you at the bar. Big hand for them. And more songs. Jade Teather, coming on up. Born in West Africa, raised in Seoul, and living out of a suitcase ever since. Recent Seattle transplant, Jade Teather is passionate about songwriting and storytelling. A lifelong musician, classical bassist, and singer-songwriter, she has a unique, wide variety of influences when she's not performing solo or fronting the band No Monaco. Jade teaches elementary music in West Seattle. Hear, hear. She has joined us in the past for original music inspired by City of Orange. It was all colors last year. And the Jack Straw Partnership, Jade Teather.
Thank you. It's so good to be here. I want to say a huge congratulations to everyone over at the bar and people who just were in here by chance, because you just stumbled on the best thing in Seattle. You're so lucky. Bushwick is so cool, and huge thank you to Wes and Jeff and Emily and everyone. This is just such a cool thing that we get to all come together and share songs and discussions about this wonderful book that we all read. I loved this book. This book moved me so much. Particularly, I was really moved by Kaya and Kaya's story, and the themes of like abandonment and loneliness really just moved me, and like hearing her be abandoned time and time and time and time again, and how that shaped her, and then how she like overcame that, and I just thought it was really, really wonderful. So my song is a little bit sad, but it's kind of speaks on that theme of being abandoned and loneliness, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Mama blue jay lifting from a branch, I'd fly too if I ever had the chance, but the Lord gave me feet to dig in the mud, hands to wave off everyone I've ever loved. I don't miss them at all when I'm falling asleep. Rock myself gently like the waves on the beach, and I cradle my heart like feathers in his fist. How much can I trade to defeat loneliness? Come back, be here. Come back, be here. I don't know what I did to make you leave, but I take it all back in a heartbeat. I meet boys with bad jokes and I laugh for their sake, touching somebody new, giving parts of me away. Love's the answer for leaving, not a reason to stay. Nature seemed the only stone that wouldn't slip away. Why don't you come back, be here? Come back, be here. I don't know what I did to make you leave, but I'd take it all back in a heartbeat. And so a Carolina sin that lay buried in the ground. And whatever I did to make everyone I've ever loved skip town. Come back, be here. Come back, be here. I don't know what I did to make you leave, but I'd take it all back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Jade Teather.
Thank you.
A reminder, you can find out more about Jade and everybody you're hearing tonight at the digital program that we keep. Some people even provided lyrics. We're going to take a little intermission. Bar is that way, restrooms that way, info table there. At home viewers, hopefully you know where your restroom and fridge are. And if you want to visit the digital info table, do that at the digital program. Back in a few. Thanks for being here. for being here for original music inspired by Where the Crawdads Sing. Can we get a hand for our first act performers? Nancy K Dillon, Mike Votava, Morgan Paris, Lanza, Jade Teather. And now it is quiz time. Some of you filled out the slips. The first question is the easiest, but so we're all on the same page. Here's what the question was. It said, which of these is another name for crawdad? A, polar bear. B, crayfish. C, turkey vulture. D, octopus. Anybody? That's correct. Good job. Very good. Yes. All right. So we're gonna draw 3 names out of here. If you are picked, you get to come on stage to win a prize. Please come all the way up here. It's pretty dicey right here. So come all the way to where Emily is. And it's just slightly less dicey on there. Emily will greet you and have you make your name card for our high-tech scoring system here, and then I will give you directions from there. All right. Lainey Larson. Oh, wait, there was the whole star thing. That's right. Never mind. That's right. Okay. That's right. I mean, the optics of pulling the executive director's mother on stage are a little, so it's probably just as well. All right. Allison Ippolito with a smiley face. This is probably easier for you. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Start a line by this microphone here. Very good. Okay. All right. Rick. Okay, and contestant the third. There's nothing like, what a terrible direction follower. Jeez. No, not that. That one had a star on it. That one also has a star on it. So, some of you put a star on because we're also doing a giveaway later. Okay. Saba, S-A-B-A, Saba. Yay! All right. Okay. Come on up. Yeah. You're in now. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. The way the Bushwick quiz works is first to 3 wins. You'll step up to this microphone. You'll go in the order you were drawn. So contestant 1, 2, 3, and you will answer the question I give you, which is very, very simple. Everything is either category A or category B. We've done quizzes here since March of 2012. You do not have to have read the book. It will not help. All right. Tonight's topic that will probably show up right on Rick's shirt, the way we have the projector going right now, is swamp.
Okay. All right.
Or soap opera. That's right. I'm going to say a name, and it's either a swamp. You're good. Yeah. It's either a swamp somewhere in the world or a soap opera. It's one or the other. I know Kaya lived in a marsh, but it's easier to Google swamps. Okay? It's very simple. First to 3 wins their pick of prizes. Tonight, you are playing for a Bushwick Book Club hat, a Bushwick Book Club beer koozie.
Oh, wow. High stakes.
Whoa. Or a 3D printed crawdad. That's right. Everybody needs one of those in their bed. Hey. All right. There's a second one of those that will also be given away later for any ticket buyer. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Very simple. Swamp or soap?
Soap.
I didn't say which one yet. That's okay. That's my favorite answer of the thing.
Oh, do I get a hat or something?
I think you should. All right. Okay. Honey Island. Is it a swamp or a soap opera?
Oh, a swamp.
Oh, that's correct. Well, it is. It's in Louisiana. It's one of the least altered river swamps in the U.S. All right, Rick, step right up. Okay. All right. Broken Bird.
Soap opera.
That's correct. It's a Lebanese soap opera. All right. All right. Mingo.
Swamp.
That's correct. All right, a good first round in Puxico, Missouri. All right.
All right.
One's across the board. Bracken. Bracken.
Swamp.
Incorrect. It's an Irish soap opera that ran from 1980 to 1982. Rick. All right. Beecher Point.
Soap opera.
Incorrect. Swamp in Western Australia. You could take the lead. Yes. All right. Bombino Beach.
Swamp.
No. Dutch soap opera. You all started so confident. Come on up, Allison. Also, you don't have to go all the way to the back afterward. You guys can linger near them. That's okay. All right. Galatia.
Galatia. Oh. Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Is sure. Galatia is either a swamp or a soap opera. Comma, which do you think it is?
I think Galatia is a soap opera.
That's correct. All right. It aired in Cyprus from 2016 to 2020. All right there, Rick. Sure. Sure.
Swamp.
That's correct. It's a swamp in Slovakia, as I'm sure you knew. All right. How about Cache River?
I'm just gonna stick with swamp.
That's correct. Deuce is Wild. Cache River is a swamp in Illinois. All right. This is for the win.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Feeling the pressure. Go ahead.
River of Love.
A soap opera.
That's correct. All right. You get first pick of prizes. We're going to keep playing till everybody gets there. River of Love is from Slovenia. All right. All right, Rick. We're going to play it out. Okay. All right. Agrodolce.
Soap opera.
That's correct.
Yes!
An Italian soap opera. All right. All right. So come on up. No, that's okay. We're just everybody's got to earn it. All right.
I don't need to.
Opa.
Soap opera.
That's correct. Oh, Malaysia. Good work. All right, audience. 2 for you. The Great Kumbung. That's correct. And Shark in the Park. That's a New Zealand police procedural. All right. Thank you all for playing the Bushwick quiz. Chris Pogue on the Barrel House underscoring.
Well done, contestants. You are all fabulous players and wonderful sports. Up next, we have Old Man of the Woods. She is a first timer. Give her a round of applause. New to the Bushwick Book Club. We are so thrilled to have her tonight. Old Man of the Woods is the ethereal electro-pop project of Miranda Elliott, alchemizing shit into sustenance. Elliott crafts intimate, entrancing songs under the alias of a private, prickly mushroom that survives by the same creed. She just spent September in Bushwick, did I say that correctly? Germany, at an artist residency in an abandoned manor on a lake in the woods just north of Berlin, aka elevated squatting with fellow crazed artists and ideally sane bats. Ask her all about it. Old Man of the Woods, give it up.
Hey. Just gonna be crouching down here. Cool. Well, that was quite an intro. I'm Old Man of the Woods. I truly just got off a plane, so I'm sorry if I seem like that. Yeah. From Berlin. So I haven't slept in a really long time, but happy to be here. I read, or I guess honestly listened to this book, walking around the lake at Wiesenthal. And it was a very nice, I feel like when I first arrived there, I didn't know anyone and didn't really know what I was getting myself into, and it's very swampy. I don't know if many people have spent much time outside of Berlin before, but it is a swamp. So it was this fun, Kaya sort of felt like my first friend there, where I would just take walks around the lake and hear about her swamp and meet my swamp. So the song that I ended up writing, honestly, I was writing a ton of songs there, and I feel like a lot of them sort of tendril into this book in different ways, just because that's how brains work. But the one that I'm gonna do today is called Mystery, and it's sort of about the power of ambiguity. I don't know, I think it'll speak for itself to some degree. Sorry, I'm working with some different setups right now than usual.
I'll be a mystery. Hand-painted signs, spitting commands you can't read. I'll be a mystery. By inspiration.
Old Man of the Woods. Welcome to the Bushwick Book Club. Look at that. That's you. Yeah. If you want more of that, you can catch Miranda November 16th at Chop Suey with Ghost Fetish. One more time for Old Man of the Woods, who literally just walked off a plane, was texting me from baggage claim when the show was starting. And yeah, we made it. Thank goodness you didn't take a boat like everybody else in the book. Otherwise, you probably would not have made it. So, all right. While we're transitioning here, I mentioned right before the break that we have a number of partner endeavors that we do, and I want to tell you about a little of those. We just, at the end of September, did a wonderful thing with Hedgebrook, which is a writing residency out on Whidbey Island that centers women writers and women voices. That was a really cool kind of culmination of their 3-day festival and workshop. So that was really great. We have a musician show up for each one of Seattle Arts and Lectures Poetry Series events. We just kicked that off as well earlier this week. And we'll be doing that for the whole season. And all into March, every 2 weeks, we'll be releasing a video of original music inspired by the 2023 Jack Straw Writers. Jack Straw Cultural Center is a great arts nonprofit. Episode 2 just dropped this last week. Episode 1 featured Townsend Solitaire, who you're just about to hear right now. That is right. All right. Townsend Solitaire. Bobby Odell, a Seattle-based songwriter, singer-songwriter performing under the moniker Townsend Solitaire, is a classically trained percussionist turned folk musician. His band/chamber ensemble features cello, violin, flute, clarinet, and piano. We're very excited to have him back on stage. He's previously appeared on the Bushwick stage for original music inspired by Red at the Bone and the Jack Straw Partnership. Townsend Solitaire.
Okay, yeah, there I am. All right. Hi, friends. My name is Bobby, as you said. Usually I'm with my whole band, but it's hard to convince 5 other people to come up for one song. So I will be all by myself today. Raise your hand if you read the book. Oh, that's awesome. I adore these events, and I adored the book. By the way, everybody's been calling her Kaya. It's spelled Kya, right, in the book? Or did I get a funny copy? Okay, cool. I thought Kya the whole time, so it's been throwing me. Anyways, I was really drawn to the book, and I was sort of devoted to writing from her perspective, because that's my favorite way to, I don't know, write these things. And I wanted to encapsulate the whole story, you know, her whole arc, which was quite beautiful, stricken with grief and loss, but like through her lens of curiosity and naivety, even through her, you know, great pain. But there just too much shit happened, you know. I wrote a couple songs, all in which had no chorus for some reason. That's just what happened. And the first one I wrote kind of followed her whole arc, and I'm like, whoa, too much is going on. So I decided to condense it, and the song I wrote follows her time falling in love with Tate, and spoiler alert, having him leave her the first time. I think that's all I'm going to say. Thanks so much for being here. You can clap if you want. Yeah. I get it. I'm soft-spoken, whatever. changed the world I knew, so it held you with your gentle eyes and forgiving stare. Words like you'd always be there. You carried books and words, gifts and simple food, made me fall in love with you. But you had your mind on somewhere new. School in a city so huge. You didn't tell me this, but you couldn't see me there. In your mind, it's just not fair. You packed your bags and away you flew. But without a word, it's just not like you. So I went and gave my love to someone new. Too bad he wasn't more like you. I was fine before I knew you. I'll be fine someday without you too. I pass that stump every day, try not to think of you. Sweet old boy, I thought I knew. Sweet old boy, what did you do?
Thank you. Thanks so much, Bushwick, for having me. Tip your bartenders. Bye.
Townsend Solitaire. And a reminder, you can catch Bobby on this side of the page. October 19th at Fremont Abbey Solo and November 10th at the Royal Room with the full chamber ensemble. And if you forget all these great reminders that I've been giving you, you can always go to the digital program. We keep that link live forever because the internet is forever, right? There it is, bit.ly/crawdads-pgm, or point your phone there, unless Faye's very curly silhouette is blocking the QR code. Oh, you're pretty good. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This is Fae Wiedenhoeft. Let's try that again. This is Fae Wiedenhoeft. There it is. All right. Faye began her professional music career as a singer and narrator in a Canadian production of A Song for Ireland. From there, she has played bars, coffee houses, train stations, hardware stores, video arcades, house concerts, festivals, and big auditoriums, released over a dozen full-length albums, and toured in 9 countries. Faye is a classically trained singer from Chicago with a BFA in musical theater performance and an award-winning songwriter, performer, and music teacher who tangles dusty dreams and salty seas with a ray of hope. Oh, thanks for that. Faye has joined Bushwick in the past for the works of Beverly Cleary and Anne of Green Gables. Please welcome Fae Wiedenhoeft.
Thanks, Wes. Hi, everyone. Joining me tonight is Ron Allen, who is the guitarist of Sea Star and Wincy Blue out-of-print band to be determined.
We make up a name every show.
This is true. Anyway, Ron's been a dear, dear friend of mine for a very long time and an amazing guitar player to have in my world. So I'm grateful for having him tonight. Thank you. All right. This book was filled with humidity and humility. I am a very tall, curly-haired Italian girl with a large nose, and I don't know, I have lots of hope. I'm wearing a skirt that is brown with a tweed jacket and black boots, and I am 40-something, and I decided to write a murder ballad. Spoilers, if you've not read the book, It's a murder mystery. With any good murder ballad, you have to go slow. Tell the story, get people involved. Leave out just enough to fill in the blanks on your own world. In the far, far out between sea and land, where critters run wild beyond the rule of man, nothing is simple in ways dark and light. Like the hair hangs heavy, like a truth none can bear. In the old wooden shack lives the one with raven hair, and she's lieu of wings of loss and changing tides. Marsh girl, shell rawhide. He was letterman sweatered when he saw her that day in the old oak shadow where she tried to hide away. From a world unknown came a smile and hello. She bid her time. And the wild blossoms bloom in the charming summer's heat. He told her that he loved her, with her he was complete. From the sunset tower through the songs of desire, she gave her heart. Worlds collide, shell and rawhide. He told her he would marry her, but it would take some time. She learned he'd wed another dressed in pearls and lace and lies, and she screamed a raging storm, for all she'd ever known was torn away. The memory of bourbon and the hints of gasoline, her father's harsh words, a struggle stop, her mother's scream, oh the mantis will pray as the fireflies sway a dark moon rise. Who decides the time to die? My guitar string went out of tune. Fog hangs low, like secrets lost in sand. Her body cold as clay, his body cold as clay, where once he took her hand. And the necklace that he wore, the gift of love she swore, lost like a dream. They tried her for his murder, but they couldn't prove it true, for she was just a marsh girl, quiet, strong, and clever too. But light is not simple, and dark is a disguise. Cover your tracks, cover your lies.
just a shell and a strand of raw
Apparently, I murdered my E string.
You pushed it off. You pushed it off the edge. You pushed it off the tower. Good work, Fae Wiedenhoeft. You can catch Fae and Ron, and whatever strings they bring with them, with Sea Star, their band, playing the Celtic Finds in Ocean Shores, October 20th to 23. One more time. All right. We have just one more song for you tonight. However, our season is just starting. This is just number 2 of 9. The very next show in the Bushwick Bestiary of our 2023-2024 main stage season will be No Violet Bulawayo's Glory at Town Hall Seattle on November 18th. And we will be right back here at Rabbit Box on December 9th for Ink Aloud, which is a very special thing that we do with Shin Yi Pai, who is currently Seattle's civic poet. 3 local authors that Shin Yi has picked, all will be in attendance. We'll do short readings, and then each of them will get 3 songs inspired by that reading. So 3 authors, 9 musicians, a really, really special night. That's our next show here at Rabbit Box. Can we get a big hand to Rabbit Box for opening their doors for us here and keeping this space so vibey? And keep that going, if you would, for Max Irwin running sound. Dylan Randolph on our video tech. Barbie Statman for season graphic design. Jessica met you at the door. The Bushwick production team of Jeff Larson, Carrie Garvin, Drea Marilyn, Emily Persia, Wes Weddell, Jordan Curbs. Thanks to Robin at Rabbit Box and our staff of Tristan Kale, whose name I forgot at the break, and Hannah. Again, thanks. It takes so many people to pull this off. Ask us about membership. Ask us about donations. We're so happy you found us, and we want to reward one of you, don't we, Emily?
Yes, we do. How y'all doing? Are you having a good time? It's pretty great, right? This is a good thing we have going on here, and we want to celebrate that. Celebrate you being here tonight, sharing this evening with us, enjoying this incredible music with a very special... It's waving at me. 3D printed Crawdad made by Cameron Newell. Thank you. Who's in the audience? Thank you for this very special Bushwick Book Club prize. Does it actually pinches? 100% pinches. Absolutely pinches. It's amazing. This is great. So one of you lucky people is going to get to take this little guy home tonight. Let's have a drum roll, please. Let's see. Oh, all right. Well, we'll make do with them. All right, and the winner is Tamara Selman. Come on up, Tamara, and take your crawdad home. Thank you for being here, Tamara. Oh yeah, the box. Where'd the box go? Give her the box. Crawdad can't go home without its home.
All right, and we have one more song for you. All right. You've already heard him a little bit playing piano behind the quiz, but this is Chris Poage. Chris Poage is a versatile multi-instrumentalist and singer-songwriter known for his dynamic musical talents with a passion for collaboration. Chris has worked with artists ranging from small acts to established names like Melissa Etheridge, currently leading the high-energy party band Panda Conspiracy, which fits right into the bestiary. Chris and the band are celebrated for their electrifying shows and unforgettable musical experiences. He's been on this stage in the past for original music inspired by Blue Highways, Blood Meridian, Sherlock Holmes, Dune, Slaughterhouse-5, Bonk, a whole lot more. Chris Poage.
Yes. Thank you. Man, okay. First of all, before I tell you a whole lot about this song, I want to preference this whole song by saying it was like my reading time is in the morning, and I wake up and I grab my book, I sit on the couch, I don't even let the dogs out. I sit there and I read, and I'm kind of like, I'm like fresh. I'm taking it in. Yeah, it's like a little bit of morning tears. Wipe them aside, put the book down, do it again, and I had this routine it takes me a long time, maybe a month I took reading the book. But it was a great book. It kept me really engaged. And when I get the chance to write a song about a book, I tend to think like, wait, is this my song? Is this my character? Is this the character that inspires me? Like, can I put on the hat for that character? Or do I need to talk about the character? And I originally felt, oh man, Kaya, you just fall in love with Kaya and you feel so sympathetic to her situation. It's just so tragic and you just want to see her be successful and you don't want these assholes taking advantage of her or whatnot. And so, but from my perspective, tall, 6'5" European descent man, I thought, okay, well, I can't, I was like, okay, what can my perspective be? And I was like, well, Tate, he's so tender and he loves her, he takes care of her, and he's like, oh, Tate, what a nice gentleman. And I tried to put my Tate hat on, and I started writing this really nice song. It was really, that's a nice song. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. Like, I could just skip it and I wouldn't even notice. Like, it was so funny. And I thought, like, well, but that is my, like, I like to be nice, but it wasn't resonating with me. And then I thought, like, all right, if it's not Tate, then it's Chase. What a fucking asshole. And then I tried to write the song from Chase's perspective, and then I just couldn't pull it off. I was like, oh, I can't do. So I did this weird thing. I don't know if I've ever done it before, but I switched the person, like from first person into third person halfway through, and then it made sense, which was a weird epiphany. So thanks, Bushwick, for a songwriting epiphany. So, and then I included a few other characters too, but it was inspired by like the slime ball that Chase is. So there you go, there you have it. Now, I was fortunate enough to call my good friend Petro, another tall European man, Ukrainian descent, for last minute. What did I call you? 2 days ago? Yeah, I gave him 2 days notice. And he's like, let me see, I've got a rehearsal. Yeah, all right, man, I'll meet you there. So big thanks to Petro for joining me on the violin. And this is what we came up with. It's like this. All right, let me switch this around a little bit. Let's see. That's pretty good. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Was a quarterback, kid living the football dream. He'd been with every honey around. And when I was done, he had one on his mind, but she was so damn hard to be found. Well, after school on the downtown dock, with the shrimp boats a passing him by, shooting the breeze with the gang from class, when the marsh girl caught his eye. He said, hey, Johnny, who's that thing? He said, you better, that's what he said, I'll tell you what he said. He said, you better not touch it with a 10-foot pole, oh man, you're gonna wind up dead. Lucky for him, she didn't talk too much.
and never did she go to church. And that I know, 'cause her daddy ain't home. That's when he began to search. Down in the marsh where the herons nest, he met his little barefoot babe. And then he told the boys in a couple of days that they'll be rolling in the hay. Well, a couple of days turned into weeks and months. Years just passed on by. He wouldn't give in, and he wouldn't give up, so he made up a couple of lies. Oh, Kaya, you're the girl of my desire. Well, I'm gonna say what I gotta say and keep on coming around, oh, baby. Kaya, well, I'm way down on my knees. If you say yes, I'll take care of the rest, and your life will be a breeze, ah, baby. Well, it's just a little messing around. Well, then she read it in the newspaper that he was set to wed. But it wasn't her name, it was never the same. She thought about the line she was fed. He said, hey baby, you know I love you so, but you never could live in the town. Why don't we keep this little flame alive, and our secret could be safe and sound. Well, she said, get out of here, don't you ever come back, I never want to see you again. You're a liar and a cheater, I fell in your trap, I'm gonna kick you in the balls. Oh, Kaya, oh, baby, Kaya. It's just a little messing around. Used to have the run of the town. Well, it's just a little messing around. I used to have the run of the town. Hey, thanks so much to Petro. Thanks to Bushwick. You guys are excellent.
Yeah, Chris Pogue. You can catch Chris and Panda Conspiracy October 28th at the Mirkwood in Arlington and October 31st at the Blue Room in Belling. I've been there. That's really a blue room. That's really blue. Yes. Once again, Chris Pogue. And keep that going for everybody you heard from tonight. Nancy K Dillon, Mike Votava, Morgan Paris Lanza, Jade Teather, Old Man of the Woods, Townsend Solitaire, Fae Wiedenhoeft, and Chris Pogue. Rabbit Box, thank you so much. We will see you all next month, November 18th, for original music inspired by No Violet Blue Whale's Glory at Town Hall Seattle. Take care and be kind. Thank you.